I do feel like I'm gonna get enough. She didn't even have those stirrups. She was just like, spread your legs. Back, bend your legs for the first one. And she's gonna make sure. Yeah, we call this the reverse inchworm. You wanna get good at toes to bar? So I'm here at the gym. I have Jade. She's gonna come over here. She's just tying her shoe. We don't really need shoes for what we're doing. So this is Jade. She's awesome. She's been at the gym for
like November maybe? So a couple months.
November, yeah. So still pretty new to all this CrossFit stuff. She used to do CrossFit, our CrossFit Kids program.
Yeah,
right?
a long time ago. Well, way back in the day.
Back in the day, she's still a kid. She's, how old are you, Jade? 18. But have you ever done a toes to bar?
No.
She's never done a toes to bar, so don't be like, oh, she's 18, she can do everything. So we're gonna go through some drills that I think are really helpful for people, kind of adjust 3 different aspects of it. And there's babies here. And Jade's gonna do what I tell her to do, because that's
the usual.
That's what she does. One of the things that can make a toes to bar easier or harder is your hamstring flexibility. So if your hamstrings are too tight, then it's gonna be really hard to get your toes up to the bar, because if you think about it, you're essentially touching your toes. That said, it's not absolutely required you're able to touch your toes, but we do encourage having that flexibility. So I'm gonna have Jade just put her feet together and bend forward. Actually, back up a little bit so that they can see your feet in there. Yep, and just bend forward and reach for your toes, keeping your legs straight. Good. Now, if you've ever watched anyone do a toes to bar, they actually usually have a slight bend in their legs. So she's not super far. If she bends her knees a little bit, she can get there. So I'm not crazy concerned, thank you, with that being a limitation. But it is something that I knew Jade needed to work on, his hamstring flexibility. So I'm going to link to some, in the caption here, some good hamstring exercises that are beyond just stretching that might help you guys get that flexibility there. So kipping, having a good, strong kip is something that is essential if you want to do a kipping toes to bar. So pop quiz for Jade. What body part controls the kip?
Your shoulders.
Your shoulders. Very good. So a lot of people would say your hips, that your hips drive the kipping motion, and that's where we start to get in trouble, because people hang on the bar and they just start flailing their legs around and they have no control of what they're doing. Not to mention it's not very safe positions for your shoulders to be in. She's going to jump on the bar and just show us a couple of kip swings. There you go. Not bad at all. So she had a little trouble trying to figure out if she was overthinking it there. So that's really good. What we want to think about with the kip is when we get up there, coming into that active hang, which she did a really good job of doing, and then going from pushing down on the bar to go into my hollow position, and then pulling through for the arch. Push, pull, push, pull, push, pull. I was saying that the opposite of what I was doing. You get it. So we're gonna have Jade hop back up there. Keeping that in mind, she's gonna pull into her active hang, she's already there, and she's gonna initiate by pushing and then pulling through. Push, pull. Good, you don't have to hold it in the positions.
Yeah.
Sometimes if you have someone to help spot you and start you into getting into those shapes, that can help as well, and then I can kind of let her go on her own. Nice. So I think one of the reasons that Jade's struggling with that a little bit is it requires a lot of upper body strength, right? To be able to push down on the bar and pull yourself through. So if you're not used to controlling those positions with your shoulder, it can be difficult. When you're doing a toes to bar, that pushing down to get your toes up gets even harder, because you really have to push down on the bar to get your legs up, unless you're doing a strict toes to bar, which we already know, due to Jade's limited hamstring mobility, she's gonna have trouble doing. So we're focusing on kipping toes to bar today. So I'm gonna have her hop up there and see what happens when she does that hip swing and tries to lift her legs, keeping them straight, a little bit higher up by pushing down on the bar. Go ahead. There we go. So you'll notice she loses the rhythm of her swing a little bit, and the reason being that when she brings her legs up, her hips kind of start to come underneath her because she struggles with that pushing down portion, right? Hips should come behind as opposed to staying in front, which you see a lot. If my upper body's not engaged, that's where you might find that you lose the swing. So being able to push down is gonna help with that. All right. We've set up this contraption here on the bar for Jade. It's a band attached to a PVC pipe. Ideally, don't do this super close to the wall because I'm probably about to make a hole in the wall. But yeah, if you try this at home, have some space. So what we're gonna do, oh no, I did it the other way.
Yeah, because you don't yourself.
Is she's gonna stand back. Hands are gonna be the width that you would have them on the pull-up bar if you were doing a toast bar. So not super wide, not super narrow. Arms are staying straight, and with her body, she's gonna think about keeping kind of a hollow position. So squeezing her butt, abs are on, hips are tucked underneath, and then pulling your shoulders down away from your ears. Now I'm gonna push down on the bar, hold it here, and back up. Push, up, push, up. So that should give her kind of that feeling of using her lats to push down the bars. So she's gonna give it a shot now. I'm gonna watch her and judge her, as always. All right, so arms are gonna stay straight. First thing she's gonna do is make sure there's some tension in the band, which there is. If not, she would need to just back up a little bit. And then abs are engaged, she's squeezing her bum, and she's pulling her shoulder blades down, which that automatically should engage your lats because your traps and your lats work in opposition. So if she's squeezing here, I can tell because these are turned off. Now she's gonna push down and hold it at her waist. There we go. And gently raise back up. Try to control the negative because you're gonna build some strength that way. Again, push down. Good, back up. Push down one more time. And up. So I can tell she wants to use her body a little bit, and even her traps are trying to take over, which happens when something's really hard. So what I would probably do is actually put a lighter band on the bar for her so that she's not using that momentum. I want to make sure she gets it perfect with that before we go to something heavy. The way we would take that drill to the next level is she could come down to the ground, hollow body position, push down, back up, push down, back up. Jade.
I was just
Be careful getting out of this.
I was just about to say, you know what? You need to be more that you're professional, and it's not going to look like that when I do it. But you know what?
I'm a professional toaster bar.
Not getting out of the toaster bar roller.
No one said I was good at that. All right, Jade.
I'm going to like
Face me.
gracefully.
Try not to make holes in
Yeah,
the
sorry.
floor.
Okay, am I on the ground?
On the ground. I can hand it to you. If you
Oh,
want
that
it.
would really help.
It helps to have a coach or a friend. All right, lay back, bend your legs for the first one. And she's gonna make sure. Yeah, we call this a reverse inchworm. So she's gonna lift up her feet. Shoulders are gonna come off the floor. A little more. Good. So she's scooping out her belly, imagining she's like a banana. And now she's gonna push down. Good. And back up. A little harder. Push and back up. So this is teaching her to engage her abs, maintain that hollow while she uses her lats to push down on the bar. As you can see, it's a little bit harder here. And relax. Oh. We have another question in the peanut gallery.
When you're people to do this stuff, do you have them pull down hard and then it doesn't matter how fast it comes back, or do you try to have them slowly?
That's a good question. It should be an aggressive push down, because imagine you're on the bar, you want to push down hard. And then we want to control the negative back up. A, that's going to keep you safe from your shoulders getting out of position and flying up. And B, that's going to build a little more strength from controlling the negative. So,
Julia's actually not
Great
explaining
question.
this much taller than me, so I'm giving her the opportunity to know what the top of my head looks like. I'm used to the top.
Height is all relative. So now we're gonna hop back on the bar and I wanna see if any of those translated over. So
Oh, man.
we're gonna turn the camera. She's gonna pull into her active hang. And now she's going to start swinging. And now she'll start to lift her legs. Oh, hold on. She needs to get some chop.
Stop. Sorry, I didn't see it. Okay, okay.
Did you even put chalk?
Yeah. It's just a little bit, I'm just a little bit sweaty.
This is how people sometimes put chalk on their hands
I didn't do
when
that.
they first start CrossFit.
I hugged it.
Does that look like it's gonna do anything?
I went like this.
You should rub it all
That's
over.
what I
Get
did.
a nice little white layer. Maybe
Why did
don't
you
do this over the bucket. And then, if you're really good, you'll rub it on your face and your whole body.
Your shoulder.
All right, focus.
Okay.
Good. Pull into your active hang, and now start initiating the swing with your shoulders. Push, pull, push, pull. Now start to lift your legs higher. There we go. That's way better than the first one. Some of it too is just increasing her her grip strength in that and hands, and just that endurance of being able to hold on to the bar for longer, which you can do by practicing just hanging on the bar. She could do more practice on her kip swings. The last piece I'm going to talk about actually has more to do with strict toes to bar than with kipping toes to bar. It's the ability the strength to lift your legs up to the bar. And a lot of that doesn't come necessarily from just pure core strength. You could be able to do thousands of sit-ups and hold a plank forever. That doesn't mean that you can compress into that position, right? And I want Jade to hang on the bar, and I just want to see how high she can lift her legs strictly. Okay, so she's going to jump up there into her active hang, so pulling the shoulders away from the ears, and keeping your legs straight, just lift. There we go, good, and relax. So again, we do come into that ability, the upper body strength of pushing down on the bar, but a lot of that is that compression, right? So for a strict toes bar, the ability to fold and lift your legs up requires hamstring flexibility, but also that compression strength. So I'm going to show Jade a drill on the floor that most people really hate. All right, so I'm going to show her something. Just going to give it a try. What we're going to do is she's going to place her hands by her thighs, legs are straight out, and she's going to try to lift. We're just going to start with one leg. One leg up. Hands at your side, point your toes. One leg up, and hold it there, go back down, and up. When you bring it down, don't just let it up, try to control it. Good, up, and down. Try the other one. Up, down, up, down, one more, up, and down. Good. See, I want you to try to do both legs together. Yes. So you'll notice how her instinct there, she needs to lean back in order to lift her legs up. We're going to try to see if she can move her hands up. So the idea here is to be able to put your hands as far forward as you can and lift your legs up. And lift one leg up at a time, leaning forward. Yep. That's good, nice. Try the other one. Good. Now she's going to try both. Lean forward, push, and lift your legs. Yeah. Not bad. There you go. And what people will find here is after they try to do a few, or if they try to hold, your hip flexors will start to cramp, your quads may also. And typically when you feel a lot of ab stuff in your hip flexors, it means that they're acting as a core stabilizer because for some reason your core doesn't feel like it can't do its job in those positions. So doing more core activation stuff before you go into this, like dead bugs, bird dogs, if you don't know what those things are, you can look them up. That would help to kind of get the abs turned on before you start trying to lift your legs and you start just using your hip flexors instead of what we're trying to obtain. So, yeah, work on those three things: the hamstring flexibility, lat strength on pushing down on the bar, compression strength. There's a lot of other drills that can help with these things. I just wanted to show you guys three. Thank you, Jade, for helping me out. She's the best. Hopefully you guys like this video. And we will see you, or I will see you. Maybe Jade will make a reappearance. Let me know if you guys like her, and I'll put her in all my videos. And we'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Say hello. Hello. Hello.
Jade, you'll have to sit with her.